Welcome to the Revel Digital Agency Podcast, a show dedicated to helping lawyers and law firms thrive in the online space. Whether your firm is a major player in the national market or just getting started, keep listening to learn about the latest digital marketing trends and tools to help you engage with the best clients using targeted and responsive online marketing strategies. And now here's your host, the founder and CEO of Revel Digital Agency, Widley.
And welcome to the Revel Digital Agency Podcast, a podcast where we share digital tips and tricks for you to implement into your law firm. And I'm your host, Widley. And today we're going to talk about how running a killer pay-per-click campaign can boost the amount of leads and traffic you get to your law firm website. What exactly is pay-per-click? Pay-per-click is an internet marketing method in which advertisers pay a fee each time that their ad is clicked on. They're placed on a certain part of a website, mostly a search engine, and once people look at your ad and if it's relevant to your keyword, they click on it, you get charged. I don't think there's any way to overcomplicate what pay-per-click really is. I think pay-per-click is just a great way to get in front of your potential customers instead of waiting months, even years, for your website to rank organically through search engine optimization, or some people call it in the industry SEO. The best platforms to advertise a pay-per-click campaign is Google Ads. Google Ads is the king of pay-per-click advertisement today. And nothing beats that. And I think that starting out, whether you are a rookie or a seasoned vet, advertisement on Google Ads will do you wonders. Now, how does pay-per-click actually work? Well, how it functions on the user side is the person who's looking for an attorney may type in a search. Maybe they're typing in criminal attorney, divorce attorney, any type of attorney that they are looking for. They'll put it in. They'll press the enter button, and then the search engine will display anything that's relevant to their keyword. So if you have a campaign that is related to divorce lawyer, your ad will pop up and show in front of them. As a rule, a keyword that states expertise in a specific field is more successful than a general attorney. Now, if you're a full service attorney, there is nothing wrong with being full service. But when running a campaign, I would say try doing one or two things that you are very comfortable in doing and run a campaign based on one of those two things. Because if you put lawyer or you put something general, most of those campaigns don't do as well as being in a specific niche. It also is cheaper, and you'll be able to gain more clients being more specific than typing in, I need a lawyer. You don't want to have a pay-per-click campaign for that. You want to have something more like business law services or criminal law services or personal injury services. You want more of those lines instead of being more general. One of the most tricky parts of running a campaign or appearing in any of the top searches is having the skill. And two skills that you need specifically to make sure that you're on the top of the page for pay-per-click campaigns are a little bit of search engine optimization skills and how much money do you have available for budgeting. Now, there is a system that, especially for Google, that they use to determine how and where you'll be placed, and it's called the ad rank. This system resembles an auction that is determined by the following factors. Cost per click bid. So what is the cost per click bid? Is the amount of money that you can invest in. Now, the myth is the more money that I put in, the further I will go up. And that is further from the truth. The more money you spend on a keyword, that's not a good idea. And that just shows your system is not working as well. And you probably want to make some tweaks on your campaign. And the second thing is a quality score. What is a quality score? This is the metrics where it's a click-through ratio, your landing page quality, and then relevance to your keyword to any search. That's how, in a short way, on how the ad rank system works. The more you improve on your quality score, the less you will pay on a keyword. Also, one of the most crucial steps for an appealing pay-per-click campaign is the choice of keywords. You want to make sure that you're appealing to your potential customers. Make sure that you use some buzzwords or you stand out, like book a free legal service or show that you're the person to represent them in court or to fulfill their legal needs. This is very, very important. I know there's a lot of full service law firms out there, but when running a campaign, you want to be as specific as possible, because the more specific you are, the less money you spend and the greater the lead quality is. So if you were to type in lawyer and you show up, that's not going to be as good as someone typing in divorce attorney or criminal attorney. So that's why I think you should be more specific when it comes to choosing the keywords that you're using. So let's make a brief synopsis on today's episode until this very moment. We have discussed what a pay-per-click campaign is and how it can be a successful one. Now what I want to address is describe a pay-per-click campaign for your law firm step by step. First of all, I know, why should you even invest in a pay-per-click campaign? You're probably a seasoned lawyer who's busy, they don't need any more leads, or a highly established law firm. I just think it's the best way to, if you're looking for more clients to grow your law firm further and maintain your reputation, pay-per-click is still the way to go. Now, if you're beginning out with your own firm and you're constantly searching for new clients, I think this is the best way to start out is with a pay-per-click campaign, because I was doing some research the other day and I think I saw 57% of people that are looking for legal services do it independently. That means they don't have any referrals from friends. They have no idea who they're looking for. They just going through a Google search and looking for the best person to represent them. And that puts you in front of them to give you the best opportunity to gain new clients. Steps for a successful and profitable pay-per-click campaign for your law firm are the following. 1, you need some excellent copywriting skills. I think this puts you at an advantage. I think you're great at writing. You guys have done a lot of writing up to this point. So all you would have to do is tweak your writing into copywriting. So copywriting, what it does is utilizing appealing words, a technique that kind of hooks your visitor into doing an action that you'd like them to do. For example, if you were to use some encouraging words in your ad, such as book a meeting or call as for your first legal counsel, those are some words that you can encourage your user to either fill out a form or give you a call for a consultation. Number 2, improving the quality score of your website's ad rank. As I mentioned earlier, that the metric factor of your quality score determines the appearance on where your ad is placed. So it's by the total cost and with the ad metric score. Those two things show where your ad will be placed. So if you improve the quality score, the better your score, the more it will appear in the first few searches and the less money you'll spend on the keywords. You also want to utilize the keywords in both the headline and the main content. And the longer and more keywords that you use, I think you have a slight edge over your competition. Some of the people that put in the pay-per-click text, they use pretty short words. If you want to use the most amount of words to show to your potential customers that you're the person to give a call, I would use both the headline and the main content to convince your visitors to give you a call. Number 3, targeting. And I think this is pretty important. You want to make sure that you're targeting only the local clientele in your area. So if you're a local firm in Brooklyn should be one of the first places. We'll be even more specific. Let's say if you're in Dumbo, I would suggest when you're first starting out with an ad, just to do that area. You're a local lawyer, and you'll be surprised in the amount of people that click on your ad. And then if you want to expand your geographical region, you can always do that. But by reducing the geographical boundaries of your advertising presence, you'll lower the cost too. And then the 4th thing, which is also important, is to optimize your website. Your website must be on point. Before even running a campaign, you want to make sure that go to your emails. Make sure that you're receiving all your forms. 2, your website kind of loads within a reasonable time. Everyone has short attention spans. Maybe someone's looking for a criminal attorney. Your website's rolling too long. they're going to go to somebody else. You don't want that to happen. Also, utilize the keywords in your pay-per-click campaign. So if you have a landing page, you want to make sure that the keywords on your copy is similar to what you're targeting for your keywords. In your copywriting, you want to just make sure that you use some words that gives action. One last thing I would like to suggest. You want to start out small when it comes to the pay-per-click campaign, because you'll never know on the amount of leads that you'll receive. So let's say you run a campaign and you want to put in $5,000-$6,000 into one campaign. I highly wouldn't suggest that, because you never know on how many amount of leads. So a bunch of leads is a good problem, but you want to make sure that you build up to that. You don't want to start right away. So the best way to start out, if you're a firm or you're a solo practitioner, is $1,000. I think $1,000 to begin with is such a sweet spot that you can't go wrong with that. I have described briefly on how to run a successful pay-per-click campaign. In later episodes, I may go into detail on some of the features for the pay-per-click campaign, and maybe some features about it, some important keywords to elaborate on that further. The benefits of having a pay-per-click campaign are endless. With ideal combination keywords and ad content, I think the sky's your limit. You want to increase the amount of traffic and leads that come to your law firm through these campaigns. More and more people are starting to advertise, especially on Google, on the pay-per-click side. So I don't want you to get left behind. That's something you don't want to happen, and I don't want to happen. We'll conclude with today's episode with this. Show the world how proper legal representation is. My name is Widley, and thank you for listening to today's episode. Stay tuned into further episodes in the future, and enjoy the rest of your day.